Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Dodgeball Podcast. My name is Kim, and my guest today is Demontae Cleveland. How you doing today?
Doing good, doing good. Excited to be on the pod. Just a little bit tired from the cloth weekend, but overall doing good.
Awesome. You still a little sore from it?
Yeah, it was cloth. I used my whole body out there playing. It's
Yeah.
just exhausting. Even though it's not like two divisions in one day, like the old USA tournament's just straight Saturday men's and women's and Sunday mix, but I'm tired.
Yeah. Especially now you're able to play a 40-minute cloth match in like 3 minutes and 40 or 3 minute games in 40 minutes is a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun though. It was fun. I liked it. The tournament was ran really well too. So it was good.
Awesome. Great start for the Premier Tour, I assume.
Yes, very good start. Like the way they're doing it, Dustin and everyone that helped out, along like with the Cactus folks and everything. It was a good start to the Premier Tour.
Nice. I feel like this is what, second or third year. The first stop is in Arizona, starting off the year.
Yeah. 2 years ago we had it at the same spot that we had it this past weekend in Tempe. Then last year was in Tucson,
Mm-hmm.
which I mean it was in Tucson, but glad to have it back in Tempe.
Yep. Yep. But overall, how would you say the round went for you?
I think it was good. I played on flight for men's, which was flight slash tournament.
RP
So
flight.
RP flight tried to go out there and get a win, but couldn't pull it out. Had a tough match against Atlanta, who played really well. Um, but yeah, that went well. We played well. We gelled together. It was me. Well, it was Bo, obviously. Bo, me, Dylan, Cruz, um, Gage, Randy, Miles, Jacob, and then Harley.
Mhm.
And we played really well, undefeated in round robin, and just like I said, lost to Atlanta in semis. Then we lost in the third and fourth place game, but you know how the third and fourth place game go after you lose the semifinal. So
Yeah. Always probably the toughest game.
yeah, everyone's tired and just kind of thinking about that game and getting locked back in is kind of hard. So we end up dropping that, but overall, good tournament
Did you
for me.
did you play a mix at all?
I did. I played mix for Echo. So with the Hex guys, and Chaz, and then the Invasion ladies who won women's cloth, and then Hex who won men's cloth. So got to join in there, and then they just kind of. I mean, I don't want to say they just like ran through everyone, but they're all cloth players, all national cloth players, and they made it
Yeah.
look like they were cloth players. So
Yeah. That high squad was very dangerous. And the fact that they were missing Pyan is even scarier.
yeah. So they replaced Pine with Chaz and Zach,
Yeah.
which is like a nice replacement, but still, even without them two and just Pine playing, it's still a really good cloth team.
Yeah, yeah. I wonder if this is something for the future, a little glimpse of the future.
Yeah, I
Hopefully not,
mean,
because that's kind of OD.
right,
Yeah.
right.
But yeah, I mean, unfortunately, both finals were kind of a stomping. But I mean, shows the better team won.
Yeah. I mean, I was happy to be on the winning side of that stomping. I
Yeah.
mean, to be fair, Atlanta, um, the game Atlanta played us Flight before they played Hex, and it was a very close game, back and forth. 2-0, 2-2, 4-2, went like that the whole game. So they did get a game break in between playing Hex, but I mean, I think just like the way Hex was playing, it was kind
Yeah.
of no stopping them. And then with Mix, they just kept the momentum from Saturday, and the Invasion girls were on a high after beating Flex, who won all the claw tournaments last year. And then, like I said, the Hex guys and everything was still just steamrolling, and I was just happy to be part of the ride.
Yeah. That women's final was very fun to watch, though. That was a very great game.
Oh my God, it was so good.
Yeah.
I didn't like. Well, let me say this: I knew how good all the ladies were that played in the finals, Flex and Invasion. But watching it and like Caitlin DeLeon, Grace, Ashley Elder. I mean, I can really name all of them. They all just bought out. It was very impressive.
Yeah. It was a great game. Surprising. I don't know if you can call it an upset, but like essentially Invasion being more of a foam team beating the cloth, more dominant team. It's pretty interesting to see. Even though it's still a close game, still exciting
Yeah,
game to watch. So
yeah,
sure Flex will learn from it, and they're going to Austria, so that's gonna be good like
yeah.
little learning thing for them.
True. I think they were missing. I hope I don't pronounce her name wrong. Anna Molenbeek.
Yeah,
I think she's on that team.
yeah.
Who is a phenomenal catcher for flex and foam cloth. Probably any ball type she's ever played in her life. So she wasn't there, but still, Invasion sped the game up.
Yeah,
With Kaylin and Grace playing in corner, just Katie running and everything. It was just they utilized their speed, and I think
yeah,
that's what kind of changed it.
yeah. I agree. Evasion having a pickup of Caitlin. I wonder if that's a permanent pickup, but that's a great pickup. And then Flex picking up Ali Pole, great pickup for
Yeah.
them as well. So exciting for this year if these roster changes are sticking. But
Right.
um, yeah, I mean it looked great. Unfortunately, when we were watching on stream, the finals kind of looked dead. There wasn't much people watching from the stream at least.
No, it wasn't a lot of people there. Unfortunately, after people lost, they left. Since Sunday was like kind of this is just a one division, just a mix, and we kind of started at 9 and was finished around like 4 or 5. People had time to like get a flight and leave Sunday night, I think. So I think that stopped people from watching it on Sunday. But Saturday it was also dead. I think like every dodgeball tournament, a problem that we have in the U.S. that people aren't sticking around to watch the two best teams that from that tournament playing the finals. And like I said, I don't know what fixes it. I thought kind of this format and everything would kind of help fix it, but from the first stop, it didn't. Maybe in Minnesota, we're looking at a different story because it's so many teams going. So
Yeah,
hopefully people stay, but I guess we have to wait and see.
yeah. Hopefully, I thought this year would be a little different from last year because I know last year's crowds are kind of dead as well. But I guess not. Hopefully something changes. But I mean, it's always been a problem with U.S. culture for I guess, or the USA dodgeball
Yeah,
culture. But
yeah. I'm hoping.
yeah, but kind of anything else you want to talk about the Arizona round before we move on?
Um, Not really. I think I want to give a. I think I played with Harley this weekend. I think I never know if people are from Seattle, Portland, or wherever, but he's
Yeah,
he's from that area, and I played with Harley this weekend, and oh my God, Harley is phenomenal. I knew
yeah,
he was like a beast at like no sting and everything because that's their Seattle guys and girls are all beasts at no sting, but he was absolutely killing it for flight and cloth, and won't be surprised when the practice squad comes out and he's on that list along with a bunch of other people. I saw this weekend, and it'd be so hard to just name everyone because I would forget people, and I
yeah,
don't want to do that. But firsthand experience playing with Harley, he killed it.
yeah. Harley is definitely a really great player. I remember seeing him like a couple years ago, and I always knew he's gonna be a really great player. Um, I guess like from stuff I saw, Protect Your Neck. I thought they were gonna do much better than they did. They ran to Hex, so like I don't know what you do about that, but
Yeah, they only had
um,
6 people as well.
oh really?
So they were gassed
Yeah,
playing it. They had a pretty tough round robin schedule as well. So they played a lot of good teams. So
mm,
and then running the hex, I think in playoffs kind of sucks, obviously. But I think they were all worn out. Most of the guys on their team, they did a gun this weekend. Like they did the cloth throws. I think 4 out of the 6 threw like 60 plus.
dang.
So they could definitely throw it. But I think fatigue set in. So
Yeah, they're definitely gonna be a scary team this year. They're gonna be a great cloth team.
yeah,
Hope to see those guys in the practice squad as well.
yes, yes, yes.
That cloth practice squad is gonna blow up.
Yeah, it's gonna be so many new additions, I think, and it might be a little bit of like roster changes from Mexico City. And I know coaches got tough decisions to make. I know Alfred, Steven, Brandon, or everyone that was there watching was sitting there taking notes. I went up to him a couple of times and was like talking to him, being nosy, seeing what they were doing right now. So I know that some people open their eyes. So excited to see the list come out.
Yep. And then you had the true true Atlanta squad that what should be Atlanta if Schroeder never left and Sean never left. They're just missing Perry. I mean, great to see the
Yes.
Arizona guys finally play a tournament all together. And
Yeah.
then, of course, the MVP of the whole tournament, Ketchum. He was unbelievable, absolutely, literally unstoppable in cloth.
Bruh. He made it look so. He makes it look so easy.
Yeah,
Like, well, first let me start with the Atlanta guys. I know Shota and Chris have been working with them every week down there, and it really showed this weekend. They played phenomenal. The crazy thing was, it didn't look like playing against them and watching them play. It wasn't a lot of talking on the court. They just had that natural chemistry. Obviously, sometimes people make mistakes and everything they talk about that happens in dodgeball, but they all played so well together. And like Aaron, who's a like phone player, obviously, but he balled out
he
in
was
cloth.
balling
He's
out.
so fast. He played corner for them a couple of games, and he was just in people's grills,
Yeah,
especially with him and Shota in the corners. They were just by the time you threw the ball, they were in your face.
yeah.
So and
And he
then
came off
Chris,
injury.
true, and then Chris looked phenomenal out the middle
Yeah.
until he hurt his ankle. So
That guy and his ankle, man.
yeah, a GoFundMe for a new ankle for Chris. I'm gonna start it.
Yeah. But yeah. I mean, great round, great start of the year. I mean, like, you can only go up from there, right? Like, it's gonna be a great
Only up.
year.
I forgot to say about Ketchum. Ketchum, literally, when I was playing with him in mix, it was one game we were up maybe like 8 or 10 or something. He was like, you know what? I'm only about to throw curveballs now, and I'm like, I'm like, what? What do you mean you're about to throw a cloth curveball? And it was just like, yeah, he's just out there throwing curves. So,
That guy's a
right,
freak.
yeah, disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah. He looked undeniably the best player in the gym. He was could do no wrong. Everything was either a catch or a hit. So
Yeah, it wasn't close.
unbelievable. Yeah. Uh, but yeah, that's all the stuff we got to recap. Unless you want to say anything else.
Um, Not really. I don't think. Sorry, anybody that listens that I talked to and watched this weekend. I mean, everyone played well. It was the first tournament I can tell everyone's been working on their game from last season. It was good. Some new teams. I think Reboot with Chris DeJesus and Joey Kramer played on that team. They looked well. A lot of cloth players. Um, I think a women's team called Ducking Savages. I
Ducking
think I was saying
savages.
it.
Yeah.
Yes, from Philly. I think they. I don't think their records show how well they played. I think they're a team that's gonna get better over over the course of the Premier Tour. So I think that's another exciting team to watch. Um, I'm blanking. Oh,
Alrighty.
I don't know his name, but it was this tall guy from the Rockefeller team from New York.
Oh yeah,
Um,
I know who you're talking
I
about.
don't.
He was killing
Yeah,
it.
I think he played left corner or something. I didn't get to play against him all weekend, but he was balling.
Yeah,
So
we
don't
saw
know
on
his name,
stream.
but
We saw on
yeah, he
stream.
killed it.
Yeah. But yeah, awesome. Sorry, we didn't do a full recap. Not really a recap episode. Um, so I mean, if we wanted to do a recap episode, we would have gone more in depth, but we kind of scraped the surface there a little bit.
Yeah.
But now to your questions. Where did you start playing dodgeball?
Yeah. I'm from Toledo, Ohio. So I started in Ohio at Sky Zone. I was just I was just working there, court monitor, and Sky Zone has trampoline dodgeball. And phones listened to us. My YouTube algorithm one day and just showed me UDC, and I watched Team Awesome versus Doom,
Yep.
and I was just like, I'm pretty sure a lot of people that got into dodgeball probably have a similar story. So I watched that, and ever since then, I just was into it. Just started rabbit hole of USA dodgeball from that time and UDC, everything that was involved in it. And then my mom lived in Arizona, so I came out here to visit her once for Christmas, and I played in a cactus tournament just randomly. Ended up playing with Eric Jones. Um, and he just was like in my ear the whole weekend. He told me I should like look out for this thing called like elite dodgeball in my area. So signed up for that, posted on their Facebook, and luckily Boosh took a chance on me. No one's haven't played dodgeball before, and an established team like Boosh asked me to play. So very lucky. And yeah, that's where I got my start.
Man, rest in peace, TC Boosh, bro.
Right. I
um,
miss it all the time. We have a group chat that we still talk often in, so it's really nice.
that's crazy. We'll definitely touch upon that later. Um,
Yeah.
but how'd you know you were hooked?
Um, when like my every YouTube video, everything I did was dodgeball. I used to, like I said, I work like an 8 to 4 shift or something at Sky Zone, and then from 4 to 10 when it closed, I'd be playing dodgeball. Like I didn't stop. People would come to jump at dodgeball and they'd be somewhat decent. And my manager, Sarah at the time, she had let me get off early and just go play against anybody that was decent.
Yeah.
So it came from that. I knew I was hooked on that. And then once I started, out wrestling, we talk about elite dodgeball, but once I started doing that, yeah, I just knew I had something, and I just couldn't stop doing it. I couldn't stop playing.
Nice. But where do you play now?
Yeah, now I'm back in. Well, not back. When I'm in Phoenix, Arizona. So playing at Cactus Dodgeball, shout out to Cactus. A lot of good talent, people that travel and people that don't travel. So it gets a lot of us ready for a premiere tour. And then our organizers do Tony, Katie, Kenny, Ruben, everyone that helps with Cactus does a great job at running it. So very thankful for them for putting this on for us.
Shout out Cactus. I always see like their social media just going crazy. They're such a great community.
Yeah, I mean everyone gets along. Everyone's always laughing, going to the bar after every Tuesday we have. It's always at least on a good Tuesday, 15 to 20 people that always go hang out, talk dodgeball, play games, and then a lot of people there are just close knit, do stuff on the weekends. So very close knit group.
That's awesome. And how often do you get to play?
Yeah, so we have league every Tuesday. We used to have competitive practice on Sunday, but that kind of stopped with a um, stuff that happened. But we play every Tuesday. We have a league with 11 teams, I'm pretty sure, this season.
Mhm.
So we do a 11-week season. Everyone plays everyone. Then we do a tournament, which is double elimination, which is nice. So once a week, pretty much, that I play, like, I guess, competitively. But, like, just, like, going out and throwing, I probably do that 3 to 4 times a week.
Nice. Awesome. Kind of talked about earlier, kind of talked about Cactus Dodgeball, but can you kind of like go in depth and talk about your dodgeball community?
Yeah, of course. Like, well, in terms of, like, the people that's there, or just kind of, like, what goes on?
Yeah, like just talk about like how the community is, like how good it is, and how much you like it.
Yeah, kind of. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. So, with the community, like I said, the community is great. Everyone gets along and everything, and we put on tournaments often. They do it like we have our draft. Bring your own team season that we're doing right now. We have a draft season that just everyone's randomly, and we go by points too, so the teams aren't too stacked. So we
Nice.
have, like, for the men's, we have all the way from people that are tens, which are Ketchum, Dylan, and Isidro, all the way to like threes and twos. Then we have our women's from 6 to 3 or two, I believe so. I can't remember, but and you can only have a certain amount, like 38 points, 39 points. So you can't stack your team with like top players.
Yeah.
You have to get one or maybe two and then fill in with everyone else. So all the teams are often competitive. But we always do, like, we do our Harry Potter tournament. That's pretty popular, which is no sting, with one phone ball, which is the snitch, which is very fun
Yeah,
if people haven't came and
yeah.
played it. And then we do our Make a Wish tournament as well, which we raise money for the Make a Wish Foundation. That all the proceeds goes to that, so that's always very fun. And I think I might be missing a tournament, but we do some cloth practices that sometimes throughout the year. And we, like I said earlier, people host parties that they always inviting Cactus people to. Um, People host like karaoke nights at this bar here in Tempe, things of that nature. So everyone's always around. And then in terms of talent, here, I mean, we have a boatload of people. I mean, Ketchum's here, Dylan's here, Asidjo's here, Cam, Gage, Jesse Brown, like Katie Sanchez, Sam Greco, Brittany, like a bunch of Team USA players that or practice squad members that are here who've won gold medals. And that's not even counting the people that don't even play anymore.
Yeah.
Like there's a bunch of people that's been on Team USA that don't play dodgeball anymore that are still here, that still show up sometimes, and help us get ready and everything. So um, I couldn't be more thankful to Cactus for my development since I moved here in 2019.
Awesome. He says Cedar still plays.
Aceto shows up occasionally. But honestly, I mean, I'm sure he golfs a lot, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
when the CJ shows up, a CJ can show up after not playing for 2 years and say he wants to play on Team USA and probably
Yeah,
will make it.
yeah.
So he's ridiculous. The quickest release I think I've honestly seen in dodgeball, especially and with the lefty, is it's hard to stop. So
Yeah. He has come back. Him and
yeah,
Dylan.
I mean, you never know. Never say never.
I heard some rumors.
Right. Heard some rumors. I won't say anything about it, but I heard some rumors.
Awesome. Did you have any particular players or teams you looked up to or found inspiring starting out?
Yeah. When I first started, I think like everyone, Doom and Team Awesome were the first two teams that I kind of saw on YouTube that I kind of just followed and just like took inspiration from. And luckily, all those guys were like very nice. Like Vince, early on in my career, he used to message me, send me videos and everything. So kind of um, learned under him from afar when I first started playing dodgeball. And then when I actually got into the scene, being in the North, obviously Boosh being my team helped me a lot. Task Force was a really good team because Glenn was there, Nico was there, and they helped. Like they talked to everyone during that time. So I'll say those teams pretty much helped start me out in dodgeball. Um, so yeah.
Awesome. I mean, that's great, great surrounding for you to be brought up in.
Yeah.
And then kind of go and tell me your like journey leading up to your current club team.
Yeah. So, oh dang, I'm feel bad. My captain's gonna be mad that I'm just now bringing it up. But before I got to Boosh, I played UDC. I played for MetaHumans with Kyle Sander.
Metahumans.
Um, yeah. Well, I was on Boosh during MetaHumans, but
Yeah.
before even Boosh, I was on MetaHumans, which was just people that I worked with at Sky Zone. Got me into the dodgeball scene, and then, like I said, I went to Boosh for the elite season. Played with Boosh for a very long time until everyone split, which is weird because everyone kept playing after
And
we
they
said
still
we were
play.
done playing. So, but whatever, still love them guys. Then I went to Thieves, and I played in a couple tournaments with you. And then we had Vince rotating. Nate played in some tournaments. The Thieves guys, I'm sure people know about. And then playing on Thieves, I made my first Team USA team in 2022. So that was my first year. That year that we don't talk about. But and then after that year, I was having seizures and stuff, so I stopped playing for a year, got healthy and everything, and then I played with. Well, let me backtrack. With Thieves, I played with because there's some talks about this. I said it straight here. I played on Thieves with Sean Wheeler and Dylan before I left, and then when I came back, I went to Hex for that season. Bunch of Arizona guys play with Hex, and then after that season with Hex, I joined Shred back with Sean and Dylan. So I was already playing with them before I left. Which probably, if I didn't leave, who knows if I would have been on Shred when they joined Shred. Don't know, but when I came back, Hex, and then now I'm on Shred.
Nice. I mean, you're on top teams almost throughout your entire journey. So I mean, that's incredible. Goes to show how much of a great player you are.
Thank you. I try to look at myself as a glue player,
Yeah.
utility player, somebody that you can plug in at any role. That no matter someone's out in corner, I can step in and be that next to corner, just straight in the middle, doing a rush, taking a pitch back. I think I've done it all on all the teams I've played on. So yeah, just bringing that to every team, and I think that's along with obviously talent and everything got me to playing on all these teams. So
Yeah, yeah, you definitely are a very versatile player. I mean, there needs to be a TC Boost reunion at some tournament at some point. Literally, everyone still plays except for Eric Stone.
yeah, I mean, hopefully we're talking about it. I mean, we've had rumors of trying to do it. Nothing set in stone yet, but in Minnesota, I think Eric's going to be there to watch, so we might have a conversation about that
Oh,
too. See if
sweet.
we can get a just like a fun tournament or something that like Shred's not going to or any of their teams not going to, that maybe we can possibly do something.
Yeah,
So we'll see.
yeah, that'd be dope. Or even like a mixed squad or something.
Yeah. Hopefully, because Ashley still here. Marjan, she's still playing in Minnesota. So, and then Kim, Tanya is still playing. So, yeah, we can definitely probably do a mixed squad. That's probably a better idea thinking about it. So,
Yeah. Oh man, what a great team! What a great team.
right. I'm thankful that they let me play after my first year because the first year I played, I stepped out of bounds so many times. And I was just a trampoline player, jumping at everything, getting hit. I wasn't used to it, shagging the wrong way. It was it was a lot of growing pains my first year, but thankful for them for letting me stick around after that abysmal first season and getting to where I am now. So
Yeah,
all love.
crazy. Um, any specific milestones or goals you like to achieve before you hang it up?
Yeah, I would love to get a gold medal. Like I said, I played in one Worlds and I think we got fifth and was not a good USA showing that season. So I would love to make the USA team and get a gold medal. I would also like to win a nationals for once. I played in so many, I have not won a single one. Not a single division. With second a lot of times, third, fourth to whatever place. So I would love to do that as well, and then win a thing too.
Mm,
That's coming up. So hopefully this year I can get all those milestones done because there are coming up. So hopefully I can just fulfill that all this year and
yeah.
then be like, boop, drop the shoes. I did it all. So
I mean, yeah, you definitely got a shot. Go 3 for 3 on that this year, just
yeah,
in this year.
right. So I mean, it's a lot of competition, obviously, but I believe in myself. I believe in my guys, as in every team, and I mean, everyone knows the showing Shred had last season at the thing, so it
Yeah,
won't be a repeat of that. So.
that's right. We were down there with y'all. um, if you could go back in time to when you first started playing, what would you tell yourself? Like any advice or stuff to look out for?
Yeah, just be patient. I think I'm very tough on myself. So I would say be patient with the process. After the first season, like I was just talking about, it was very bad. I was like, maybe I shouldn't play dodgeball, but no, I stuck with it and it got me here. So I tell myself be patient and to like, I think a big thing is, well, first coming from Sky Zone to like I guess floor dodgeball, is like not to jump
Mm,
because I jumped so much and I was tired. I was hurting my body. Just like move laterally, I guess I would say. But I think those are the. I think the big be patient is the biggest thing. Don't rush into it because it's a journey. So not a race. So well, it's a marathon, not a race, but so not a sprint. Damn, I messed that up. But you know what I was trying to say.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, but I mean, speaking of Sky Zone, do you miss UDC at all?
I miss UDC just because it was it was a prize pool. And it
Yeah,
was a
yeah.
chance. It was a chance to win money. But um, but yeah, the atmosphere was fun. Being in Vegas at the catwalk and everything up top,
So
having
dope.
everyone smack the cat like smack the railing for the games and everything. And that was an experience. And then most teams were very nice or very cool at UDC. Everyone was cool. So it was just a good time. Everyone, even like first experience like internationally with the Canadians that came down there. So it was a good time. I do miss it. It probably never will come back, but I like to go back and watch sometimes.
Yeah,
So
definitely nostalgic. If
yeah.
they were to come back, if UDC were to come back, do you think you would try to play in it?
Yeah, I think most of the shred guys are UDC players,
Yeah.
so I'm pretty sure we would talk about it, and then probably put a team together because I think every single one of us,
I'm pretty
yeah,
sure
every
you have a
single one
team.
of
Yeah.
us came from UDC. So
It's
I'm
crazy.
pretty sure I'm pretty sure a lot of people are like that and would definitely do the same. So if it did come back, I'm pretty sure Doom would probably come back too and try and, and try and win some money too.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I would definitely play again, even if
But
it was no sting.
it's gotta be on like the Astro trampolines, not like the
Oh,
Stum Fusion Court.
I don't even know how many Sky Zones have those courts anymore.
I doubt it. I'm pretty sure it's a lot
Yeah, I
smaller,
think
like half their size.
yeah.
Crazy. What an era. What a time to be
What
alive.
an era, right? I miss it. I played in one UDC, and it was the last one at Orland. But I've been to a lot of them because
Mhm.
they can only have, you remember, Sky Zone can only have that two workers rule,
Yeah, yeah.
and it was me and somebody else that at the time was better than me at dodgeball, so they had him.
Mm,
But so I never could play, but I always just went to watch. But I played in the last one. But I would definitely do it again.
nice. Yeah. I mean, that's where kind of Kyle Sander kind of blew up.
Yeah.
He needs to come back.
Yeah, I mean, he got a kid now, living a happy relationship life. But yeah,
Ain't no
he should
excuse.
come back.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he can come back and be a
Play ball.
nasty cosplayer.
Yeah.
Honestly,
100%. Yeah. A great time. And my next question: any opinions on the current state of USA dodgeball?
um, I think we talked on a big part of it earlier. It's just like spectating, people staying and watching the games. I think that drive not just USA dodgeball, but a lot of dodgeball just up to the stratosphere. Watching it, staying in, and watching people play. I think we really need to figure out a solution for that. I don't know how. Like I said, I don't know how we do it because I really thought this weekend was going to be a different showing of that, but it didn't. But yeah, I'm in. I'm really hopeful, I guess, for USA dodgeball. Like I said, this first tournament was ran really well. So I think every tournament from here on out is probably going to be like this. I just telling everyone that listens to the podcast, stay and watch the finals, please, and get rid of no sting too. That's I mean, I know you already got tournaments signed up for this year, and probably it's going to be at nationals, but cut it. I'm cutting. I'm telling you.
It's so funny the nose thing conversation. I feel like it's like 50-50 on both sides at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of if honestly, if we're gonna have no sting grounds, it needs to be in LA and then somewhere in Washington.
Yeah, yeah.
Those are the only two cities that we can probably have it. And I think I understand why they're doing no sting like in Ohio because of like the women play no sting for NCDA, trying
Yeah.
to get them to come and join dodgeball. So I understand that one, but like any other place that they think about having it
Yeah.
shouldn't be a conversation.
Awesome. And that's all the questions I had. We'll move on to the crowdsource questions. Thank you to everyone that sent questions. There was a ton this time. I really appreciate you guys.
Appreciate it.
Um, first, we'll start off with the Instagram questions. First one is from Pierce McKenna. One of many of the same question. What undetectable foreign substance are you putting on your hands, and where do I get some to catch like you?
Yeah, so there's this place in Aruba, little mom and pop shop that sells this foreign substance. I won't say the name of it. You just gotta fly to Aruba and find it. About $700, USD. Get that, put it on your hands before a tournament. You're good.
Pay to win.
Yeah, pay to win.
Some stickums.
Exactly.
Next question is from Doug Bell. How do you determine when to go for a catch? Is it instinct, planned, or something else?
I think it's all three at times. Sometimes at the front line catches, it's just instinct. Like they're close, they're up there, and I'm only focusing on one ball, so I can like sometimes instinct just kick in, and it just happens. And then sometimes, like I said, it's planned because up at the line, I'm gonna go and throw, and depending on the team that we're playing, you kind of get used to some of the corners in USA dodgeball. You know who's going to counter, who's not. So I throw and like instantly look right or left because I know a counter is coming, and that's kind of a plan catch. And then sometimes, if we're like up by a lot, then then it's planned because then it's just for a highlight.
Yeah, yeah.
So, so sometimes you're just reaching and going for stuff just for the highlight. But I would say all three. Um, Instincts take over. I plan some of them, and then I just want to put one of them on Instagram. So
You definitely have a lot of highlights.
yeah, I need to make a compilation one day of just all of them.
That video would be too long.
Yeah, I'm gonna send videos to Shota. Have Shota loves doing it. Have Shota
yeah.
make it.
Next question is from Charlie Dane. A couple questions actually. First one is feelings of season 2 of Furion.
Yeah, Free Ren. It's an anime, but it's a beautiful anime. It's a just general storytelling anime. My opinions on season 2 is just like season 1. I'm loving every episode of it. I love that. Me, when I first started watching anime and still later into my life, I love animes that are just like action fighting animes, and a lot of people draw to that because that's what catches the eye. But this one's kind of just honestly a beautiful storytelling anime, and it just gets better every episode. So I'm loving it, Charlie.
Nice. You broke the surface of anime.
Yeah, trying to get everyone to watch it. Every month I post everyone watch Free Run. So I'm gonna say again on this podcast: if you haven't watched an anime, watch Free Run. If you're sad or down or happy or anything, just want to feel good, it's the perfect anime for anybody.
Thank you. Second question. Outside of USA Practice Squad, name some of your favorite male and female catchers.
Ooh.
That's a tough question.
That's a tough question. Let me think. A lot of the catchers I like, I feel like are on the practice squad or on Team USA.
Yeah.
But I would say Danica from Philly.
Yeah.
She plays on aggression. She always pulling out some crazy catches. She catches so much in every tournament that I see her playing. So she definitely, I think, will probably make practice squad this year, and deserves to. But she is nasty. Um, Charlie, yourself, you post so many videos. I can't.
Yeah.
You literally, you called me at API frontline, and it was. I didn't like being on the other side of it. So take that video down, please. So I'm gonna say you, Charlie, and not just because you answered the question. You asked the question genuinely just because you do this all the time, and it's very impressive.
Literally has a signature catch.
Literally, like that is his. Like you are about to take over frontline catching because I think you do it more than me now. So I'm gonna go ahead and give that up. And then this is a guy in Cactus named Chris Thompson. Yeah, he's played in one USA tournament. I think maybe two, but in Cactus he catches everything. Literally, you throw a ball at him, he's gonna snag it. Even if it's out of like you're dirt in the ball, he's gonna dive and reach and he catches it. It's kind of disgusting. I told Dylan sub for me last week at Cactus, Dylan Cruz, and he played against him. I told him, your first ball you throw against him, he's gonna catch you. And he told me when I saw him again, he was like, yeah, he literally just like snagged my up here, and I was like, yeah, he's disgusting. But it's a lot of catchers. It's hard to pinpoint just right now, especially on the spot. People that are really good catchers. But there's so many in the community that catch things very easily. So, and they make it look easy. So, but off the top of my head, I'm just gonna say those three. But it's plenty more, and I've talked to plenty of people that I've complimented their catchings through DMs and stuff. So, no shade or slight to any of you guys. I just literally can't remember everyone's name right now.
Awesome. And the third question: if USA was to go back to regions like Northeast, Northwest, South, etc., which region do you think would win each ball type?
Yeah. So no thing. I'm just going to give that to the Northwest Seattle region. They
Yeah.
got that. They're winning Sin City every year. Every year now. It seems like. And then they perform at every no sting round. So they perform in general, but they excel in no sting. So I think they would take that hands down.
Mm.
Um, let's see. If we're going back, and then honestly, every other region, I'm gonna say the West
Yeah.
because that's Arizona and California and everything. So the rest was dominant back in the elite days. So I think it would continue its dominance with the people that live and play now with foam and cloth. I think the East will have like a lot of, and like the South, obviously with outsiders, it'd literally be
Really just outsiders.
it'd literally be outsiders against. So you can never count y'all out. So I think in foam it'd be like the West and probably the South with outsiders.
Mm.
And like no shade on the East, they're very talented. People I play with on the East, but I'm literally going to say the West just
Yeah.
because they dominated the league, and most of those players that were good then still kind of play now, and gotten even better since then. So
Yeah. That was a great question.
yeah, good question, Charlie.
Next question is from Almighty Throws. Sorry, I couldn't find your name. I've seen you before. I've seen your reels. Um, but they asked, "How are you so good at catching point blank throws?"
I think it's just focusing on like one ball. I think is I don't obviously I don't want to say it's easier, because it's not. But instead of being on the back line with everyone coming up and pump faking in unison, like, and I'm tracking everyone, looking who's about to throw and everything, and then setting up for a catch if I need to make one, versus being at the front line and knowing one person is running at me, and I'm only worried about me and you. So it's just I'm just focusing on one instead of three people or four people, and it just those odds are obviously a lot easier than four people pump faking at you and just one on one. So,
Yeah.
but I'm not saying it's easy. It's just easier on the eyes.
Yeah. You do have an insane amount of point blank catches. That's a lot.
It's the
Uh,
tennis background, hand-eye coordination.
oh yeah, you used to play tennis?
I played tennis from I was young though, from sixth grade to 10th grade.
Yeah.
So played a little bit. I tried every sport. I'm an only child, so my parents put me in everything.
Nice.
So tried a little bit of everything except baseball. Never played baseball.
Nice. Next question is from Andrew Kim. I'm sure everyone is going to ask this, but what the hell do you train your damn eye hand-eye coordination?
um, yeah, I mean, I do a lot of like tennis ball work, like throwing one ball up and everything, against wall and everything. Since playing tennis, I just repeated that and been doing that all my life. Um, I've also been playing video games all my life. Hand-eye coordination in video games is very important as well. So, but honestly, a lot of it's just like natural. It just comes. I play football too, so I catch with my hands. So that's why I think cloth is a lot more difficult to catch for me because it's a lot of cloth you catch with your body and
Mm.
everything. Sometimes you can, I mean, you can catch them. A lot of other people can catch with their hands and cloth,
Yeah.
but most people can't. And you catch with your body, and that's with that ball type. But in foam, you can kind of just if you I have long fingers, so I can kind of just grab it and like squeeze it to make sure I have it. Um, but yeah, I mean, just hand-eye coordination drills. I mean,
Yeah.
mostly from tennis and everything.
Yeah. I was going to ask you if you played games.
Yeah, I don't play as much as I used to anymore, but I still play occasionally.
Yeah.
But when I was like first in the dodgeball, I didn't start like getting a reputation known as a catcher. I used to play the game almost every day, so
Yeah.
it helped.
My theory is just has to be some type of correlation of like top players that played sports and game are like at the top of dodgeball.
Yeah, I mean, thinking of like just like the men's USA foam team, they all play the game together mostly,
Yeah.
and most of the top players in the country, if not the world. So I think there is some correlation to that.
Next question is from Tegan Pegs. Do you have any specific things slash rituals you do pregame to get yourself into the right headspace to play?
No, not really. I've always been like a calm, collected type of person. So it's not too many things that get me that get my like energy like spiked up or get my energy low. I'm kind of just even killed through the whole time. Unless like obviously we're in a big game and people are chirping back and forth, then I'm gonna obviously get into it as well. But I don't really have any routines that I do before games. Excuse me, other than obviously stretching and making sure my body's right and everything. But no like song I listen to or thing I do before tournaments.
Nice. Yeah, it definitely shows in the court. I'm pretty sure everyone knows that you're probably one of the most calm players.
Yeah, people honestly get mad at me. Not mad at me, but like when I do catch them or do something, they like celebrate, and I'm like,
Yeah.
it's like, I don't have the celebrations in my bag, so
Mm.
I can't pull that out. So
Gotta start
I'm
working on it at home.
yeah, I'm gonna get Dylan and Shota on a conference call and just and just tell them to show me some. So
Awesome. Next question is from Cohen Padley. If you had to give advice to young players, what would it be?
yeah, I think kind of just like what I was giving advice to myself when I first started, just be patient, stay in it, like watch film, even if you're not watching, like obviously watch yourself and everything, but watch the top players at your position or just in general, because there's going to be times in a game where even if you play middle, you're going to get down to three people and you're going to have to slide over the corner, or four people that you got to slide over in the corner. So learn every position, try and master one, but try and learn everything and watch the top players. I watch film, like I said, every other day, every 2 days. So I kind of know a lot of tendencies of a lot of players, and you kind of know what to do in certain situations as well. You don't have to go up to the line and have whoever is in the corner know to call a kill left. You can just know that you two are about to go and kill that guy, and that's going to make a world of a difference. So I'm pausing to just doing it, to knowing when to trade, knowing when not to. It's just that all comes with film and um, practicing at your social league, at your rec league. Don't go in. It's I fall victim to this. I'm sure a lot of people do. Going to rec league and just having fun. um, I mean, sometimes I obviously definitely do that, but going there kind of with a purpose as well, what you want to work on that day, and it's going to show when you plan, whether your premier tour is up in Canada, whatever country you're from.
Great advice. Looking back, I've definitely skipped out on a question of mine. One of my questions is, can you share any memorable moments or experiences from your dodgeball journey?
um, memorable. Let me see. Well, I talk about, I guess like one injury I ever had. It was back in elite days playing in the North region, playing pinch. Um, Somebody threw a pinch ball at me, and just like in claws, sometimes it just gets your fingers. And I look at my finger, and like it was bent, and I didn't think anything of it. Adrenaline. I was like, all right, get me back out there. I taped it, whatever. And after the tournament, I untape it. I didn't feel any pain or anything. I'm walking, and then the person I was with at the time, like they're like, "Look at your finger," and I looked at it, and it was kind of just like bent and stuck this way. And I was like, after that, told Boosh, I was like, I'm not playing pinch no more. Like I was done after that, and I think that was the first tournament of that elite season. I just shagged for them for pinch. After that, I was no longer playing. And then I think a very another memorable moment for me was 2022, the World's year, even though it didn't go as we wanted to. Before 2022, from 20 when I start 2017, 2018, I just came to a dodgeball tournament, talked to the Booch guys, went to my hotel, went home. No social interaction at all. And then when I made the World's team, I obviously got closer to everyone on that team, the women's team, the cloth team. It forced me to like come out of my shell and like talk to people. So I think that's kind of what helped me grow in dodgeball as well, and just become who I am today. Is that experience and Boosh. I can't give enough thanks to Boosh. They helped me on my journey, and then two more shout outs. Ketchum helped me a lot. Um, Being from Arizona, he has like a throwing net in his backyard. I go there and throw with Ketchum all the time. He gives me advice. And then Eric Jones, He's talked to me a lot from my first ever tournament to now. So a lot of those people very memorable because I'm really good friends with all of them, and they helped me get to where I am today. So Eric's the one who told me to start catching. I used to just jump over every ball or dodge. He was like, it's like right there, just try and catch it, and I was like, oh, I can do that. So
So it's Eric's fault.
yeah, blame Eric. Everything. If you're mad at me for any catch I've ever gotten, you blame Eric Jones.
Awesome. All right, going back to crosswords questions. Next question is from Sophie Harrison. What type of glue do you use for your hands?
Yeah. Like I said, gotta go to Aruba. go get that glue. I'm not gonna say the name of it, but you'll see it. You'll know when you find it. It's a picture of me there next to the glue, so so you'll know that you're buying the right one. But yeah.
Next question is from Munchie Avila. Couple questions. First one is best Rumble winner of all time.
So if people don't know, I'm a huge WWE fan. Been my whole life. Actually going to a WWE event in 2 days in Chicago. Can't wait for that. But my favorite Royal Rumble would be 2009 Randy Orton run because I was there. So it was in Detroit. I lived in Ohio at the time. I was young, so that's my favorite one because I saw it. But if I'm not counting that one just because I was there, I would have to say Rey Mysterio, just because he started and then won the whole thing.
Yeah.
And Rey Mysterio used to be one of my favorite wrestlers, so I'm gonna go with that one.
Yeah, starting number one.
Yeah.
Crazy. Next question is top matches of all time.
Top matches of all. That's hard to just say. I don't remember which WrestleMania it was, but the first TLC match with the Hardys, Edge and Christian and the Dudley Boys. Yep. One of my favorite matches. I recommend any WWE fan that haven't watched it to go watch that.
Iconic.
Iconic. Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels. The second one.
Yeah.
Yeah. The second one. That was phenomenal. Any deep wrestling fans that watch NXT as well, there is a Johnny Gargano Tommaso Ciampa match. Best 2 out of 3 match on NXT. Absolute banger. And then anything Kurt Angle did in TNA. He was just he was just wild in TNA. Perk Angle used to go crazy. So anything Perk did in TNA, go watch it. He was incredible.
It was prime. And then third question: select 6 wrestlers versus 6 dodgeballers.
Gotcha. I'm gonna do cloth just because I think wrestlers will have an easier chance like playing it in cloth versus all of us, anybody throwing like a curveball or any type of throwing ball in and foam. So I'm gonna say a cloth game, and I would just say, let's think. I'm gonna do mix so I can just do even. Yeah. I do you catch them and Shota for the 3 guys, and then for the girls I'm gonna do Allie V, Luann, and then Ashley Elder. And then for the wrestlers,
that's a dope squad.
That is a dope squad. This is hard. I gotta think of so some fast people from. So I don't know people who watch now, but if you watch now, you're gonna understand it. If you don't watch now, you're not gonna know who I'm talking about. But Javon Evans, he wrestles now. Trick Williams, he's a football. He used to play football, and then for the fun of it, let's say, I really like Batista, so I'm gonna say Batista, and then for the ladies in wrestling, I'm gonna say Rhea Ripley, Crap, this is hard. Um,
I feel like you're going fast. I feel like I'd put in Sol Ruka, maybe.
so, oh, thank you. So, um, and then um,
But dominant
Bianca
women.
Belair. Bianca, she's
Oh,
strong and fast. So there we go. That'd be a funny game to watch. So
heck yeah.
there you go.
That's a fun question. That was a really fun
Yeah.
question. And then moving on to Facebook questions. These are from your posts that you reposted. First question is from S. Gray Angela.
Mm.
Ask a couple questions. The first one is, what's the biggest change you've seen in the game from when you started to now?
It's a lot faster from when I started. The 8.5 days. It kind of reminds me of kind of just like what 8.5 kind of reminds me of like watching the old Spurs. If any basketball fans, it's very fundamental, just back and forth and everything. Like not really a lot of like fast break points that they had. They kind of just moved the ball, ran their offense, and kind of won that way. Kind of like a Doom Rise game. So which was entertaining in its own right, but it was just a lot slower than it is now. And now, like I said, it's just a lot faster. People are running at you. Like I said, you throw a ball and like just speaking on like outsiders like Hashi and Shota are just in your face after you throw it. And it's a lot faster pace. So I think that's the biggest change. And just how like social media, how people are posting everything. Like you get clipped so fast after a tournament. You might play that game and if they have a GoPro, if they record on their phone, while you're waiting, when you got a break, you might see you already clipped on Instagram. So I think that's like from the biggest changes.
Nice. What a great comparison comparing 8.5 to the Spurs. Second question, what's the easiest sport to transition into dodgeball from?
Baseball and tennis, I think does. I
Nice.
think I think that's questions that have been like fundamentally asked. And I think everyone kind of has the same answer. I think those two sports translate to dodgeball very easy. And anybody that's played both of them, I mean, they're probably the best. So
Yeah, tennis is such an underrated question or underrated
yeah.
answer. And then third one, most memorable catch.
Um. Oh, well, I was just talking about this weekend. I think it's the FDC one that I had um last year, 2 years ago. I can't remember, but playing with Shred, they threw a ball, hit somebody, it popped up. I went for the pop up
Oh,
catch. I caught it, and then while I was coming down, they threw one at my face, and I dropped my ball and caught that one. And I think I think that's the best catch personally that I ever done until I get it behind the back catch. But but yeah, I would say that's my most memorable one.
nice. Yeah, that catch won you a prize, I think, right? It was in
What was
contest.
it?
That won you a prize with
Oh yeah, that
um
won me my GoPro.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah.
Heck yeah. And then next question is from Xander Simos. How's the weight feel?
Yeah. I've never could gain weight in my life ever. Like I've always done anything I could to gain weight, and I have a fast metabolism, so it's just gone immediately. I'm like I've been the same weight for a long time, and I'm finally starting to gain weight, so it feels nice. And I felt it a little bit this weekend because I mean I couldn't last 2 years playing cloth, I couldn't throw a cloth ball, I couldn't get a hit. Well, I could get a hit, but very few to get a hit. But this weekend, I was actually like, I felt a little bit more strength in like my throws and just in general. So it feels good. It feels good, Xander. I can't wait for Minnesota to actually play it with some foam. So
Nice. We got Bulkin Demontae. And next question is from Dan Alport.
Dang.
Uh, Actually, I skipped Dan's question in the Instagram too, but I'll go back to that one. So he has two questions. What's one practicing ritual or exercise you do that you feel has truly made a difference for your game?
Ooh, that's a good question. Um, I don't obviously like practicing and everything, do my drills and everything. I think the best drill that I think actually Xander showed me was I think a lot of people do this in general at a I think like everyone at a higher level probably doesn't, but anyone that's just like starting out and wants to get to that higher level, a lot of people well, let me just say the drill. It was kind of just not pre-dodging, actually dodging with a purpose. So he'd come up, have somebody throw at us, and instead of like pre-dodging first, and obviously I don't want to say like getting lucky, but wait until they throw the ball and then dodge. I feel like a lot of people dodging to the ball, watching people play dodgeball, so they're pre-dodging and hopefully just they're missing like the person that throws just misses them, and
Yeah.
they're like, but they're not actually like the person though reading it and having a good dodge unless they're like a just like a top level player. So I think a lot of people just need to like not well, it's hard to just say just go do it the first tournament, but work on not just pre dodging, but actually like seeing the ball and moving away from it. I mean, obviously it takes practice, but just try. I would say try and do that. And I think Xander, I did a drill with Xander one time going to LA, and he did that, and that's just been very very helpful for dodging and for catching. So I would say that.
Nice. And then his other question is, you always have a calm and collected disposition on and off the court. What helps keep you there, especially in critical moments?
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell y'all, back when I was younger, all the way up until, not proud of this, but all the way up until eighth grade, every time I lost, I cried. Every single time I lost, any sport, any video game, like, not like video game, just playing by myself, but playing with friends, any sport, if I lost, I cried. And I'd be mad the whole day. And now, getting older, getting more mature, I kind of just look at everything as a lesson versus as like a loss. Kind of just like you know how people like, let's say a ref makes a bad call and they lose that point, then they blame the ref for losing that game versus that they didn't close out a 3v1 or
Yeah.
something. It's like if you would have won that, then you would have won the game. So I think of it as just like that's my mindset kind of during the game. What can I do to help my team win and everything? And I think me being in a frantic mind during the game is going to cause me to make mistakes that I don't want to make. It's going to put me in bad decisions and bad positions for my team. And I just try to stay calm. I always say, I tell Dylan and like Sean this, I'm like the shred PR guy when it comes to everything. So I don't know, it just comes natural. And I don't want me being in any type of mindset to ruin the way I'm playing. So I got to just keep it even.
Nice. Definitely the level headed on that team. That seems your team can go off at any moment.
Yeah.
But now onto favorite questions from the group. First question is from Ryan McComb. Demontae, you're easily a top 3 catcher in the entire country. Give me your all hands first team.
Ooh, all hands first team.
I guess first one
So
is who's the top 3 catchers in the entire country?
the top three catchers. Oh, that's hard. Um, it's so many. That's such a hard question
Yeah.
because you got like. I'm not going to try and say my top three. I'm going to say my all hands
Yeah,
team,
yeah.
and those people fit in the top three.
Mm.
So, one, this is not in any order, just naming people, but Ketchum is in his name, and you see it every tournament he goes to, no matter the ball type. Obviously, you can catch everything, cloth foam, no sting, 8.5 tennis ball, it doesn't matter. Um, Caitlin DeLeon, I played with her this weekend in cloth, and she made it look easy and kind of the same like mentality like as I am. She will catch anything, and we'll be hyped for her, and she's just like it's easy. Um, Dylan makes it look easy at time. Hashi makes it look easy at time. I feel like Hashi can get a catch whenever he wants, honestly.
Yeah.
Um, whether it's a one hand catch or just baiting somebody to throw at him and he just goes and gets it, he makes it look very easy at times. Um, I already said Danica. She makes it look very easy as well. Taylor Ewell in Canada, she catches absolute everything that's thrown at her. So She's definitely one of them as well. I'm missing people as always. So I'm sorry if I forgot you, but off the
Pretty
top
solid
of my
list.
head, yeah, off the top of my head, those people catch a lot everything.
Got to throw yourself in there too.
Yeah, and myself as well. I was trying to, yeah.
Next question is from Dustin Harwood. He has a couple questions. First one, what do you feel is your most underlooked skill on the court?
Ooh, that's a good question. I'll always get praise for my catching, which I really appreciate. Thank you guys for always showing love. But I think um, one thing I think I pride myself on, and I think do it. I think I do it well. Well, I would say two things. One is being fast on the rush while doing a double pitch back. I feel like a lot of people are fast on the rush doing a single, which is understandably that wins a lot of points. And I think I am maybe a half step behind doing a double pitch, which I feel like is really important. And then I feel like I trade really well for a top player for myself to keep my top players in, or if people on my team in. So I'll say those two things. I think I try to do really well to help my team or any team I'm playing on.
Nice. Definitely the underrated stuff. Stuff that goes unnoticed. Um, Second question, what do you hope to bring to the U.S. foam team this year at Worlds?
Yeah. One, just a great team player. Someone that is going to can fill in at any spot, like I said earlier, and help the team get a gold medal. Um, like I said, be that glue guy for the team. There's a fun attitude. Anyone that knows the men's foam team, or at least from Mexico City, or just in the past, know that we are an interesting group of people, to say the least. A lot of people probably haven't spent time with all of us all at once, and if you have, then you know how we are around each other. So just a fun attitude, and then too, just a winner, a go getter, a dog, as we say it, someone that's going to go out there, put his body on the line, play for the guy next to him, play for his country. So those things I just hope to bring to this year in Thailand.
Nice. What a great spot too, by the way.
Yeah,
Cool.
right. I'm so excited.
Um, who is the best up and coming catcher in the U.S. that we should watch out for on the Premier Tour this year?
Jesus.
Yeah.
It's like I gotta do my research. I gotta watch better. But it's this guy from ATL. I don't know his name, but he had a headband on.
Oh, Evan.
Sorry.
I think his name's
Yeah,
Evan.
Evan. I think that's his name. He's a really good catcher. We talked about when we played them in cloth not to throw at him. So that already shows the respect that we have for him. Um, there's this guy named Kim. I don't know if you guys have heard of him. He does a podcast as well. Up and comer. Probably don't throw the ball at him as well. But let me think. Up and comer catcher. I think Harley. I just watched him catch a lot of balls this weekend in cloth. If people don't know who he is, they're gonna know who he is
Yeah.
by the end of this premier tour. Um, I'm just trying to think of the new players that are. I don't know if there's a lot of new players playing like off the top of my head. I just can't think. I'm sure there are, but I just can't think of them right now. Um, if you guys don't already know the weapon, Alexis Schultz,
A weapon.
don't throw at her. She will catch you. Um, yeah, I mean, I'm sure I'm gonna go. It's hard because this was a cloth round. I'm not really a cloth player, so if you guys ask me after the Minnesota round, I have a better answer. So
Awesome.
sorry.
And last question from Dustin. What can players do to make it hard for elite catchers to catch their throws? Great question.
Uh, Pump fake for one. Um, a lot of teams don't pump fake, or if they do, it's a lazy pump fake, and a lot of catchers can see a lazy pump fake from a real pump fake, and they just take their eyes off that person, so that just narrows it down. Um, two, switch up your timing. If you can do that, switch up your cadence. If you're whether you're lagging a throw or doing a wave or anything like that, that might catch some catchers off guard. And honestly, hit us in the face. Um, we're not gonna take any offense to it. Like honestly, I tell people all the time, up at the front line, you guys like people keep throwing at my chest. Like I might catch those. If you hit me in the face, I most likely won't catch it. So if you have me up there, or I'm sure any other top catchers in the country who are players, like hit us in the face. We're gonna find with it. It's part of the game, and I think those are the three things I would say.
Nice. Next question is from Samantha Sayward. Couple questions. First one is, what music are you listening to right now?
The Fall Off by J. Cole album just dropped February 6th. Haven't turned it off since. So if you are a hip hop fan, go listen to J. Cole. A it's a 2-part album. So but every single song is good. So
Nice.
hour and 40 minutes too. So if you're doing a workout, you got a long drive, it's perfect to throw on and just listen to some good music.
Second question, what kind of teammate do you want to be remembered as?
Um, like we talked about earlier, that glue guy, a good teammate. Not only to the teams that like I play on, but the people I'm playing against. I want everyone to remember me as like, oh, that guy was competitive and very skilled, hard to play against. But after we play, like, good guy to talk to, good guy to come up and ask questions, talk to at the after party or like through my like Facebook, Instagram, or if you have my number, I'm always open for any questions, any advice. Feel free to message me. So I just like the overall, just I don't want to just cliche say nice guy, but just a guy that was just like um, known and friendly around the community for things he did on and off the court. So
Awesome.
I go there.
Definitely on that path.
Yeah, I'm trying. And but if you don't think that, message me. We'll talk about it.
Next question is from Dylan Tobia. First off, what a transformation that guy has.
Oh my God. I saw him this weekend. He looked amazing. Um, the work that he has with everyone posting their Instagram workouts on and all that long list
Yeah.
of people that he started is amazing. And I just tip my hat, just round of applause to you, Dylan, and everyone that's part of that. You guys are all it's like it's showing a difference and like lifestyle, the way you look and the way everyone is playing as well. So just continue it. I'm sure it's going to keep growing. So
His question is, I feel like I'm a pretty accomplished catcher in my own right, but I don't think I would even reach for some of the stuff that you do. How did you gain the confidence to reach for some of the things you eat up?
um, that's a hard question. I don't know. I think I got one. Like the first time I did it, and it was just like people just went crazy, and I was like, oh my God, like I can, like, especially with foam, because being a receiver, like the diamond and everything, and most of my upfront catches is literally up like that in that position. So um, I don't want to say it's like it's I don't want to say it's like addictive, but like once you like start doing them, like it just becomes instinct. Like the question that someone asked earlier. Um, Now that I know that I can do it, and I'm pretty successful at doing them. I know I can get them, and I kind of just my body just does it now. It's just like you done it. So I think that honestly, it really is just instinct now.
Yeah. The worst is when like you're like, I should probably get out of the way, but then you get nicked by it, you're like, I should have just went for the catch.
I should have reached for that one. But the worst now is just like the very slow ones that
Mm,
you drop because like you just the timing gets off and you just look at your hands like
yeah.
how did like I caught that one, but that one I dropped. So I mean it is a low percentage catch, but I don't know. It's
I think
instincts now.
My thing right now is like no, I kind of know now it's like no, not be thrown at anymore. So I kind
Hmm.
of just stand there on the back line. I don't even go for anything anymore. And the moment I do that, I get thrown a ball. I'm not ready for it. I'm like,
Yep,
I'm so checked right now.
exactly. My backline catches have just diminished so much, just because like I'm used to just lateral movement now and just getting out the way to stay alive.
Yeah,
But two, it's just like it just doesn't happen as often anymore. It's like of like one getting thrown at and two putting in like in a good catching spot.
yeah,
So it's just like kind of got it out of my brain for like backline catches.
yeah,
So
yeah. It's crazy. Just expected to not get thrown at the whole week. uh, Next question from Pierce McKenna. What was it
Pierce.
like? You know, what was it like losing all the Uno games at John's, but then backing up the promise of winning the tournament?
So I went to Boston for their what's the tournament called? When they do the different themes. Is
Throwdown.
it Throwdown? Thank you. Went to Throwdown. I signed up last minute. Ended up going. Like literally signed up. I signed up. I was on a wait list. Went to Boston anyway, just because I had a flight, and I
Yeah.
ended up getting playing the day. The tournament was Saturday. Abby told me that I was playing on Friday, so I was like,
Sick.
cool. So then we're at John's house. I think it's five of us playing Uno, and we play. I think we play six games, and then somebody wins, and then it's a repeat. Somebody else wins. So in this last game, I'm the last one that hasn't won a game. I'm like, finally, it's my turn to win. Didn't win, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna win a tournament tomorrow, just because I didn't win any Uno game, and end up winning like the 1v1 tournament,
Yeah.
and then the big tournament as well.
Heck
So
yeah.
that was nice.
You won the thing that mattered.
Yeah, that's true. But we're gonna run Uno back, Pierce, at some tournament, and I'm gonna get my get back. So
Heck yeah. Next question is from David Levitt. At least for me, instinct catching and backline slash squared up catching are two very different skills. Do you train them differently?
um no, not really. They are yes, very different skills, but no, I don't train like catching in general. Um like differently, just being on the back line or being at the front. Like I said earlier, front line catching is only focusing on one ball at a time versus back line. You focus on three or four people pump faking at you. And like me and Kim just had the conversation, I kind of got the backline catching out of my brain right now, so I got to rewire that. But to answer your question, no, I don't train them differently. I look at catching as catching, and just do them as such, whether it's at the front line, back line, off the rush, whatever I'm doing.
Nice. Next question is from Luke Finder. What are your three favorite animes to watch all time?
All time. So number one is One Piece, um, greatest anime ever. I don't recommend people, if you haven't watched One Piece and you listen to this podcast or anybody else talk about One Piece, do not start it if you don't have time. It is 1,100 episodes. You are not going to get caught up. I watched it during COVID, so I had time. But if you don't have the time to watch 2 to 3 episodes a day, don't start it. Second is Freerun. Um, It's such, like I said, it's just such a feel good anime. I haven't watched an anime that's made me feel like that in a very long time. So I would say that's number two. And then number three is it's tough. Um, it's either Attack on Titan,
Mm,
Death Note,
mm,
or Yu Yu Hakusho are my three that kind of interchange that third spot. They're all older anime. Well, I guess Attack on Titan's not that old. It just finished, but the other two are very old, but they're really good. So
definitely iconic for anime.
yeah.
And then Aaron Felton, he goes to piggyback off of this. Which anime characters do you find most inspiring to your daily life and on the court? Can also be a top three that helps narrow it down.
So one I would say from my favorite anime, Luffy from One Piece. Not necessarily what he does Just like it doesn't inspire me on the court per se, but kind of just like him sticking up for his friends or honestly anybody.
Mm.
At any time, if you watch One Piece, you know that anybody that's in danger or their country is taken over or anything like that, Luffy doesn't stand for it. So it helps. Like I don't know if you've Kim, if you've ever seen or if anyone listening, during like the protests that we've been having here across the country, across the years, there's always people that post signs that Luffy wouldn't let this happen. So which is very true. He would not let that happen. And then he always throws a big party after he helps everyone. So that's fun. Um, Two, I would say Naruto, just because him growing up being kind of by himself, just hated by the village to being beloved by everyone, kind of just an inspirational story, I think. And then three, it's not an anime, but if you've watched, crap, why am I blanking? Avatar.
Mm.
Um, if you watch Zuko, Zuko is the best written character in all of fiction. Um,
Preaching.
He is the best from the start of him wanting to find the Avatar just so he can go back home to finding out his backstory to why he got kicked out with the fight with his dad to eventually finding the Avatar, trying to bring him back. He escapes and then joining the Avatar team, and then just what happens from after that. Zuko is just the epitome of just a well written character, and I just stand on a hill that he's the best written character ever. So I would die on that hill, but I would say those three. Even though, sorry, Zuko's not. I mean, Avatar's not um an anime, but still,
No, what a great answer. Love that show.
it's so good,
The goat.
right?
And then Megan Pyan,
Megan.
she asks, "What's your favorite kind of wine?"
I'm a wine connoisseur, so I don't have a favorite, Megan. Honestly, anything that you're serving at the Airbnb, Megan, is my favorite. Honestly, whether it's a rosé, a Moscato, anything like a Zinfandel, like anything that any wine. Honestly, I've recently become a rare wine drinker as well,
Mm.
and my favorite is the Shiraz. So, but I like any wine, Megan, especially anyone you bring to the Airbnb. So, see you in Minnesota. Whatever you bring, my favorite.
Hey, she's got you now. You saying you like oaky wines?
I do.
That's
My mom's a very oaky wine fan. So I didn't like him at first. I will tell you, I did not like him. And then she we went wine tasting, and most of them were very like that. And I just acquired taste from it. Most times with wine, if you don't like it, you just have to pair it with something nice. And once
mm,
you start doing that, you become a fan of kind of all wine. So
nice. Yeah. For me, it's the fruitier and sweeter the wine is, the better.
that's what it is for most people, and that's what I bring and recommend to people as well because I feel bad for people that tried dry wine and they're like, I just drank some cardboard. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Next question is from Jeremy Bizzle.
Izzo.
Firstly, I miss teaming with you as those were some of the best moments of my life. What are some of your favorite moments in your career? Make it short or long, depending on if you want to keep Kim up.
um, my twin Bizzle. One of my some of my favorite memories is all the times, obviously with Boosh, and all the times that we've gotten mistaken for each other. There's
Oh
been plenty
no.
of times that me and Bizzle have equally done something as as good on the court that we had a highlight that after the tournament I get a message or someone come up to me. It's like, I can't believe you did that. And I was like, that was Bizzo. Right. And then he'd tell me the same thing. People come up to him like, that was Demontae. Like, I don't know if you remember like the play of the year thing that happened when he did that. I can't tell you how many messages I got about me winning that. And I'm like, that wasn't me. Um, but oh yeah, all the memories with Boosh were amazing. I think again, I'm go back to the 2022 World's Year, even though didn't play good, but just coming out my shell, talking to everyone, and just having that experience was really nice. And then API. I mean, you can't beat traveling across the country, playing against some of the top players and playing with some of the top players and just traveling with your friends and everything. Like, I don't think that if you, a lot of people talk about it, but it is true. You travel to these countries with your friends, you play with them with your friends, you become closer, you build that chemistry on the court, and it's just unparalleled. So I would definitely say some of those are my favorite memories in dodgeball.
Nice. And then the second question Jeremy had was also, what is your favorite tournament that you have been to and tourneys outside of Worlds that you're looking forward to?
Yeah, so the thing, obviously, the thing is such a great tournament. I think so competitive with the six USA, six Canadian. Hopefully, one day they just open up or two slots for like a Malaysian team or something to come or Australian team. That'd be really dope. But the thing is one of my favorite tournaments. I always like going to FTC. FTC is always fun. Um, I went to API for the first time this past API, so I would say that one has to be one of them. And then the Dodgeball Toronto tournaments, they are always very fun, very competitive. And then, like, hopefully we get to that point, but the finals are always so good. The fans are always like the stands are always packed. So hearing the crowd, it gets you going, and everything. A highlight play gets you going. I always go back to just the game that we played against Outsiders, the one finals at Toronto, where it was like five catches back to back to back, and just the crowd going crazy was just it was just insane. So I would say those are probably some of my favorites. And nationals, of course, I love nationals. Can't go wrong with nationals, depending on the city, but
Hmm.
it's still fun.
Nice. Uh, question from Marco Stokes: is no sting a good ball type?
No, no, Markel, it's not. It is not good anymore.
Anymore.
Yeah, it used to be fun back on trampolines, but once we got off trampolines, it just wasn't fun.
Yeah. Jeremy Bizzle explained the importance of this hat. Um, if you don't know what we're talking about, go on the Facebook on the Rushdown podcast group. You'll see it.
Yeah,
It's a hat
the
that says
soft
soft.
hat. Yeah. Honestly, I was trying to. That was so long ago. I was trying to look back to remember what it was. I literally went to like our Facebook, our Boost group, and like searched soft, and nothing popped up. And I was like, "Crap, I can't remember. It's been so long." But I think it has something to do with pinch.
Mm,
Um, but I think I'm sorry, Bizzo, and all the Boost people that listen to it. Don't kick me out the group because I literally I cannot remember what it stands for. But I think it has something to do with pinch.
I wouldn't be surprised. And then last question, Alan Thomas. Which era has been the most talented? 2016 to 18, 19 to 22, or 23 to present?
Um, 23 to present. Um, I would say. Not that like the 16 to 19 or 16 to 18 and 19, 22 eras weren't good, and some of the players that are still playing played in those eras. But I think just like to that point that people that played in that era are that are still playing are so much better now than they were during those eras. So if you put like I don't know, let's just use like Hashi for example. If you put Hashi from when he was 16 to 18, he was a dog then, but
Yeah.
now he's just a different beast. And same with Ketchum. Like they were beasts back then, but they're just even different beasts now. If they went against themselves back then, I think they would dominate them.
Yeah.
So, but I think now the game is just like I said, it's a lot faster. People are a lot better. People can do a lot more with the balls now than what they can do back in the day. So, maybe like if you would say like if it was like 8.5, just like 8.5 game, maybe it'd be closer. But if it was just strictly foam, I think now it's just probably run it.
Yeah. It's kind of hard for that question because like different ball types. So
Yeah. I think people always like I see a question a lot, and I think when Dylan and Shota talked about it on your podcast, or someone asked a question about like um Doom Nam versus like the USA guys now, like
yeah.
what that would look like. And I think Nate Kreider talked about it too. I mean, he has a different answer. He obviously going to pick them, but I think it's just different now. I think now it I wouldn't say it's gonna be a close game. By close, I mean like 4 or 5 points, but I think now it win.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all the crowdsourced questions. Any last remarks or shout outs you want to throw out there before we call it?
Um, no, not really. Again, I mean, shout out to you, Kim. Shout out for having me on here. Shout out to the Rushtown Podcast. You're killing it in this space, and everyone, not just myself, tunes into all your videos that you ask questions. So we appreciate you doing this. Shout out to Cactus. Just like I said, a great league. Appreciate everyone from the top to the bottom, not just the organizers, but the players that are there as well. Appreciate all you guys. And just like I said, USA Dodgeball in general, I'm meeting a lot of people. A lot of people are coming up to me with questions and everything. So please continue to do so and asking me at the tournaments. So um, yeah, I mean, and again, just shout out Shred. Gotta throw it out there. So yeah,
Awesome. Thank you for hopping on.
thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.